What's up guys, eOnzErG here. The run of 8 bracket is already out. So as you see, it's going to be Rush against Hero, Sulky against JYJ, Sharp versus Mini, A4 versus Action. So I'm going to give you my opinion and my prediction for this bracket, okay? I feel like Rush versus Hero is going to be like a really good matchup. These two players, Rush is always so fun to watch. He's so aggressive. It's one of my favorite Terrans players. Like he's always like in TBC actually I like him a lot because he's like willing always to like go super aggressive, trying to make plays that like are risky but rewarding. And sometimes you can see like he blunder, but sometimes actually that works, and he can like bring really exciting games to any map shot, to be honest. So I think it's going to be a good one. In my opinion, Hero is not the strongest Zerg versus Terran player, but like he's like really capable of like bringing good games. And the guy, usually he doesn't get eliminated until the semifinals. So I don't know if that is going to play a role here. But I'm going to give you my prediction for this one, Rush against Hero. I think Rush is going to advance. I think the score is going to be 3-1. So yeah. Next one is Sulky versus JYJ. It's a rematch from the last season. Actually, I was looking very much for this one. I really wanted Sulky to play JYJ again, because in my opinion last season, yes, JYJ was playing really good. It was exciting, like this new player, like it's like killing everyone. But in my opinion, like Sulky is better. Like overall, I feel like Sulky is a way better player, more solid. So I really wanted to see a rematch between these two, and I will say like Sulky is going to take the series 3-1 as well. That is my prediction against Sulky, for Sulky versus JYJ. Sharp versus Mini is an interesting one because Mini can be like such a strong player, but at the same time he's like always taking unnecessary risk, and like he doesn't really like know how to stop the pedal from accelerating. So this is going to be a tricky one. I feel like if Mini is going to win, this is going to be 3-2, 3 for Mini, 3-2 exactly. And if Sharp actually takes this, it's going to be like 3-1. That's actually my prediction for this. Because Sharp is actually like looking really good, and it's looking sharp, no pun intended. But he's like looking very solid this season. And overall, I feel like in Pro Leagues and all that side games that they play between pro gamers, Sharp is looking really solid. So I would say like Sharp 3-1. And if Mini is going to take this, it's probably going to be 3-2 against Sharp. A4 versus Action, actually, they bring to us this amazing game, Hive game, in the run of 24. It was on Apocalypse. So like everyone is like super excited about CBC between these two. Everyone now is like, like when as a Hive game like this happens, everyone is always like, oh, do you think there is a chance for a Hive CBC game? There is a chance. The reality is that like in the past I have seen like Hive games players, specialists. Like for example, there was in the case part there was a Pro League player called Great, and the guy was like always like doing openings of 9 hatchery and then transitioning into Hive. That was like kind of like his build. And then like everyone was super excited when he got into the finals. I don't remember exactly against who it was. Probably it was against CJ Hydra, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not really sure. I honestly don't remember that. But anyway, he got into the finals. Everyone was excited about having like Hive CBC final and all of that. And the reality is that you can really force Hive games in a CBC. That this is not really how it happens. Like actually you need to be, there are few things that need to happen in order to have a Hive CBC games. So in that case of Great, like reaching the finals, I don't actually remember if it was the final or semi-finals now. It was probably a semi-final. I don't remember exactly. But anyway, this guy was a Hive CBC game specialist. And that series didn't even like show that many Hive games. Like most of the games, just like it was like he was killed like, by Zerglings most of the time, or his opponent was like hard countering with 12 hash, and he was like forced to go Zergling all in by doing 9 hatchery. So yeah, everyone is like excited about the Hive CBC game, and honestly, that could bring so much joy to the series. But if I was like honest with you, and the experience I have like watching games, it's pretty rare to see a Hive CBC game. So I would say that I'm probably expecting a more classic CBC. I feel like we're going to see a lot of 9 pools and 12 pools mine games. Maybe some 12 hatchery. Like based on that, we will know actually if there is like going to be a Hive CBC game. If one player is like eco ahead but behind tech, there is always a possibility of doing a Hive tech game, because that's usually the mechanic you use to come back in CBC. There are multiple mechanics like trick your opponent that like you are making like spores and like hitting your mutualists in the map and expecting a counterattack, expecting him to attack you and then you pull a counterattack. There are a few mechanics, to be honest, but to come back in a CBC. But yeah, these are my predictions. Rush versus Hero, I say Rush 3-1. Soulkey versus JYJ 3-1. Char versus Mini 3-1. Effort versus Action, I would say it's either like 3-2 to Action or 3-1 to Effort. Yeah, I would say that's probably going to be the score. Like 3-1 to Effort or 3-2 to Action. But I have to say that Action is looking really good. There are many people saying that Action is right now like the best Zerg player, like the most in shape Zerg. So yeah, you never know. So the days are like, of course, we start the next Monday, 9 September 18, and then Tuesday 9 September 19, and then that is already for 2 weeks, the 9 September 25 and 9 September 26. So I hope you enjoy the games. I hope they bring to us good games. Man, see you in the next one, man. Take care. Bye bye.